As we all know, we haven't had a brand new Pokemon game since 2022. That's when Scarlet and Violet came out, and then the following year we got the DLC, which came in 2 parts. I thought that was great. I like the DLC a lot, and I hope we get more DLC content in future Pokemon games. And I honestly hope we get like a big update or a free DLC or a paid DLC or something for Legends EA a couple months after the game comes out. This could be big for Pokemon. So let's just say Pokemon Legends EA does not come out until the end of the year. Let's just say like November, October-ish, around the end of 2025. That means there would have been a 3-year gap in between Pokemon mainline games, which is huge for Game Freak and for Pokemon and for Nintendo, which is the longest gap we've had between 2 Pokemon games apparently in the series history. That's according to Central Leaks. So if that's wrong, don't blame me, I'm just the messenger here. But Generation 9 is going to be the first time that we have broken the 3-year cycle for a generation since Gen 4. So Legends EA is obviously coming out this year. 2025, 100% this game is coming out this year. Like I said, we don't have the official reveal date announced to us yet. My guess is probably Pokemon Day 2025, which I've said this in a couple of my videos, but I'm going to remind you guys every single time I bring it up, just in case, because there are some people that probably don't know about Pokemon Day or don't know when the date is. Pokemon Day is always late February 2025. So we're about a month away from that, which is crazy. It's going to be here right around the corner. And let's just say Legends EA actually comes out before October or November, which is definitely possible. Like, there was a leak about this game coming out in August, apparently on Amazon. I think that was a glitch, but at the same time, that could have been real. Like, why would that have even happened? I was thinking about making a video about that, but I'm like, I don't know if I should even make a video about this just because it's nothing crazy. But yeah, so the game could be coming out in August, but I kind of doubt it. I just don't see a game coming out in August, especially since a lot of school starts in August, and that means less kids and people will be able to play their Pokemon game, the new Pokemon game. So I think that this game is either coming out in like March-ish, in the late time of the year. But if this game does come out late in the year, I'm thinking it could be a dual release for the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, like 2 different versions. It's the same exact game, but what I mean by 2 different versions is like the Switch 2 version would just be quicker, like with loading times, better graphics, better animations, stuff like that. Overall, the same game. However, they could still just drop it as a Switch 1 game because Pokemon Black and White 2 dropped as a Nintendo DS game a whole year, I think, after the 3DS was even available to public. So people literally had a 3DS in the next year. A DS game came out for a Pokemon mainline game, which is crazy, and that could be what we're going to see with this game. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys, and if you want to further support the channel, I do have channel memberships on, but no pressure there. I'm always going to make some free good content for you guys. Any support goes such a long way, and I really appreciate anything from you guys, whether it's just a comment or a like or just even viewing and watching my channel. I really appreciate anything, and comment down below, when do you think Legends EA is going to come out? And the reason I say this is so big for Nintendo and Game Freak and the Pokemon Company is because obviously if there's a 3-year gap, that means they're making less money with the games. And now they don't only make money from Pokemon from the games, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have merchandise like crazy. They have figures, stuffed animals, the plush, they have Pokemon cards, shirts, other random merchandise. They have so much stuff. There are so many different avenues they have for making money off of, the Pokemon franchise and IP as a whole. So that's not necessarily like the biggest thing, and especially since it costs them a lot of money to even produce and make Pokemon games. But they're still losing out on potential profit of new Pokemon games being released, profit of merchandise in relation to that Pokemon game. Which there's a big meme, it's a joke online that the Nintendo and, Game Freak, they're just like money hungry. Like, they just do anything for money. Which sometimes does seem true, but I think they care about their games and everything like that. But this is also a big reason because this could mean that the future Pokemon is good. And I just made a video about this, so watch my previous video before this one, which in essence means if they're going to have more time to make these Pokemon games and give them more time to build a better story, build better graphics, animations and stuff, better optimization, and just all of that, we're going to get better Pokemon games. And the fans will be happier, more excited, and the games are just going to really just go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, Pokemon is still fun. I still have enjoyed all the Pokemon games that came out in the last couple of years and on the Switch. But some of the older Pokemon games just kind of hit differently. Like, they hit different, you know what I mean? But I'm not trying to talk down on the newer games. It's just no secret that the newer games are as good as we know that they can be, because we know Game Freak could make a really good game. We know that Nintendo can make an extremely good game as well. So I know that they have it in them. I think over the last couple of years, it's just because the sole reason they've been just dumping out video games. Because they know we want the video games, and they know that the fans are going to buy them, because especially since, Pokemon games are selling now better than ever before, which is crazy. But they need to cook these video games just a little bit longer, just a little bit more development, and I think that's what they did with Legends Z. This game behind the scenes was apparently supposed to be released in 2024, but it got delayed behind the scenes, not publicly, to 2025, which is great. I'm so excited about that, and I think this game is going to be good. I kind of have high expectations for Legends ZA, or maybe I'm just being too optimistic about it. Either way, I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's going to be fun, especially since Generation 6, and like I said, we're probably going to get a new trailer for Pokemon Day 2025, and I hope we get the starters. I feel like that could be possible. That would be a big announcement. I don't know what else they would announce for the Pokemon Day. There's another Pokemon game that's apparently not related to the Legends series, and is not related to Generation 10, that's in the works, and it's a mainline game, so maybe they're going to announce that, announce just the creation, or just that game exists, you know what I mean? But there are just so many reasons why I think this huge gap in delay of Pokemon games is good. And like I said, the games have been selling better than ever, so Game Freak and Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, they know we want Pokemon games, obviously, and they have heard what we've all said about some of the recent Pokemon games, the glitches, the bugs, the lag, or just how they don't have that same magic to them, I guess. They're still really fun. I still really enjoyed Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I still played those games a lot. I played the DLC. I really enjoyed it. I shiny hunted a lot, and those games are super fun. Same with, Legends Arceus. I think Legends Arceus was the best Pokemon game on the Switch. I even liked Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Now, as far as a remake goes, they were okay, but as far as a Pokemon game, I thought those were pretty fun. And the future of Pokemon is definitely going more for the open world style. Generation 10 is coming out next year probably to match up with the 30th anniversary. That game is definitely going to be open world. My early on theory is that it's going to be similar to Breath of the Wild. I don't know anything though, I have no insider information. That's just my theory. I feel like the game is just going to have a bigger map. I think they're really going to work hard for Gen 10. Not saying that they don't work hard already, but yeah, I think this is a good thing. A lot of people could say it's a bad thing, and I could definitely see why some people would think that this is a bad thing, that we haven't had a new Pokemon game in a couple of years. But think of it this way: we've had time to really think about what we want from Pokemon. I'm sure Game Freak and Nintendo have had endless meetings and conversations about what they could do to make the Pokemon franchise better and the future games even better. And they're also gonna continue to support the Switch, because Legends Z is definitely coming out on the Switch. Generation 10 is rumored to be coming out on the Switch 1 and 2. And we're also getting a Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 April 2nd, I think it was, which I'm hoping we get another Legends ZA trailer. I know that Legends Z is not a Switch 2 exclusive game, so we may not even get another trailer for it with the Nintendo Direct. I'm just saying I hope so, because if the game does have a dual release, I think it would be a good excuse for them to give us another trailer, honestly, and then just, give some more hype for the Switch 2, because why not? And going on in the future, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're always going to be giving these huge gaps in between games. It seems like they're pretty stocked up for Pokemon games coming out, which, who knows, maybe they've been working on games back to back to back, still behind the scenes, and they're just ready to drop them all. Because we have Pokemon Legends ZA coming out. We also have Pokemon Generation 10, which should come out 2026. 2027, there's nothing confirmed, obviously. I mean, there's nothing confirmed past Legends ZA, but I think it's easy to say that Gen 10 is coming out next year, and then Generation 11 is definitely going to be a Switch 2 exclusive, in my opinion, but that game's probably going to be, 2029 or something like that, maybe 2030, which, if you guys watched the very end of my last video and commented 2030, you are a real one. If you made it this far in this video, comment down below Pokemon Generation 15. Let's just confuse people in the comments. Why not? Just literally comment Pokemon Generation 15, or say something about Pokemon Gen 15, like Pokemon Generation 15 is awesome, or I just played Generation 15 and it was great. I think that'd be pretty funny. But speaking of Generation 15, if you think about it, that game is gonna come out in 20 years or something, which is insane. We're gonna be all pretty old then, and Pokemon will definitely be a lot different in Generation 15. But yeah, 2027, I mean, could drop Black and White remakes. Black and White 3 could be a new Legends game, which I don't think it's going to be a new Legends game. I think the next Legends game is still a couple of years away, but it could be anything. It could be that unannounced mainline game coming out. who knows? There's probably a couple of other games that we don't even know the existence of yet back behind the scenes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, guys, and also remember to comment something about Generation 15. Let's just confuse the people that have not watched to the end of the video. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Someone